Sonic laughed. Zelda was probably the only person who can't help calling Tails by his real name. His best friend would very much like this woman.
Yup. Tails is an amazing pilot, awesome engineer, and a great friend.
You seem to make a lot of friends easy. What about your other friends?
Well,
He paused for a bit, trying to find a good way to describe his allies.
Knuckles is kind of a stick in the mud, but I trust him to watch my back in a fight. Shadow is complicated. Hard to tell what that guy is thinking. Very distant kind of guy. Almost like Snake in a way. Rouge is very forward. Knows what she wants and how to get it. And then there's Amy.
Ah, the fan.
That's a good way to put it. She's a nice enough girl, but she doesn't get that I don't like her in that way. I'm not the type to settle down or anything.
Is she cute?
Cute enough. It's a personality that turns me off. Too clingy and possessive. Not my style.
There was a small pause before Zelda spoke again.
Sonic, can I ask you something? If you don't want to answer it, I can understand.
Sure, go ahead.
Are you a virgin?
It caught him off guard. He didn't really expect her to ask him such a question. It took him a while to collect himself before answering.
Nope, not a virgin. Lost that a while ago.
Really?
Asked an interested Zelda.
Was it to Amy?
Oh God, no, he answered quickly. If that happened, she'd never leave me alone for a second. No, I've only had sex twice in my life.
Only twice?
Yep. Surprise?
Only a bit. So were they?
The blue blur took a deep breath before he started.
Her name was Blaze the Cat.
She was a princess like you, very regal and royal, but with a common touch. We worked together a few times since she was from another dimension. She had problems trusting others since she always did things herself, without anyone else to help her. Took a while to get her to open up, but we became friends. It was at my birthday party. She took me aside and said she had been racking her brain, trying to figure out what to get me. When I asked her what she got me, she just kissed me. Then we went to a private spot and, well, you know, afterwards we just went back to the party and no one was the wiser.
That was a great present.
Tell me about it. The second time was with Rouge. We kinda ran into each other one day.
Got to talking, and then she just asked me point blank if I wanted to have sex with her.
Seriously?
She asked incredulously.
Just like that.
Told you that Rouge was just blunt like that. She didn't like to mince words.
Well, I was bored and she looked pretty good, so I figured out what the hell. And then we went at it. It was just a passion thing. One time.
You don't hear me judging.
So how about you? Are you still a virginal princess?
He asked jokingly. The princess turned her head to the side, her face awash in crimson.
No. But you better not tell anyone I said, or I will tell everyone your real name.
That warning was enough to ensure his silence. Very few people knew Sonic's real name, and he kept it that way. How Zelda got it out of him is a mystery best left for another day.
Okay, I promise, he said in a panic.
This was enough to ensure his silence. Sometimes Zelda can be scary. She needs to be.
So, I'm guessing it was with Link?
She nodded to his inquiry.
It was just a one-time thing. Nothing serious. We both agreed not to tell anyone. Plus, I'd rather Samus not know about this.
Say no more.
She smiled at his reassurance. He casually closed his eyes, taking in the harmony of the scene around him. He turned his head into her lap, breathing in her gentle scent.
You smell good,
he murmured.
I took a long shower,
She joked, running her free hand across his midsection. She enjoyed petting him this way, almost like a cat, but far more adorable. She started to hum to her, an old tune her mother used to sing to her when she was a child. It seemed to have an effect on her companion as he began to nod off to a small nap. Nevertheless, somehow, someway, she found her hand gliding along his arms, his stomach, and finally to what she probably could call his crotch. It was a few minutes after she started that she noticed it, a slight but growing hardness. She didn't really notice it at first, her mind adrift in thoughts, but it was when Zelda cast a lazy eye to the area that she saw it. Her hand was on top of Sonic's hard penis. It took all of her willpower to just keep from screaming out in shock. Her modesty yelled at her to take her hand away, but it was instantly silenced by her immense curiosity. Part of her always wondered what it would look like. The sexual organ of a talking, anthropomorphic hedgehog looked like. And now she had her answer. It was decently sized, a pale pink color, and somewhat thick. It wasn't bigger than Link's, but it was just different. She was fascinated, just a tad bit turned on. Before she even realized it, her hand was folding the member like a child playing with clay. She felt the texture, the grit, the weight, the heat of it. The princess noted every curve and bump of the penis, pushing her curiosity to a new level. Sonic began to stir in his sleep, a slight grin on his face. This spurred on her. She placed a small kiss on his forehead. As her hand sped up, the amount of power she felt at this moment rivaled any magic she could cast. But she whispered sweet, unintelligible nothings in his ear as he unconsciously buried his face in her laps. Inhaling her delightful scent, his dick started to jerk. He was getting close. There was nothing to stop him or her that was alright with her.
Holy shit!
Sonic shot awake, just as he climaxed in Zelda's soft hand, between the disorientation of waking up suddenly and the rush of positive stimuli. Stimulus? I'm pretty sure it's stimuli. It took him a few seconds to find his bearings and clear his thoughts. Breathing heavily, he looked at Zelda and then to his crotch. He saw his cock. He saw her hand. He saw his semen on her hand. He looked back at her. All Zelda did was give him an eager grin.
Wow,
He finally spoke.
that's one way to wake up. Too clean.
If you don't,
Fuck.
are you a virgin?
It caught him off guard. Caught me off guard.
Nope, not a virgin. Lost that a while ago.
What the fuck am I doing?
Fuck, Jesus. You are a lot alike, really. Strong and powerful, but heavy with burden.
You calling her fat? That's not very polite. We worked together a few times since she. We worked together a few times since she was. We worked together a few times since. Fuck. The second time was with Rouge. What the fuck?
I will tell everyone your real name.
Oof. Sorry. If you don't know Sonic's real name, it's really fucking stupid. Something like Ogaville Maurice Hedgehog or something. Oh, for fuck's sake. Tanking in the harmony of the scene around him. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? It means you're an idiot because it says taking, not tanking, you fucking retard. He murmured. Is that a word? What the fuck? She was fascinated. Fuck. Come on, boy. Pushing a curiosity to a new level. I'm not laughing. I'm smiling, it's different. His dick started to jerk. He was getting close. There was nothing to stop him. Gotta go fast. Sorry. So fucking stupid. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, that was not funny. Oh, I love this. Jesus Christ.